Sequences is let's go. So sequences में अब मेरा गोल ये होता है कि हम चीज़ों को डिफाइन ऐसे करें कि हम वो वाले एलिमेंट्स यूज़ करें जो हमने अभी तक पढ़ लिए हैं. ओके, एंड देन वी मूव ऑन अ स्टेप. ओके, सो सिंस हमने फंक्शंस पढ़ लिए हैं, वी डिफाइन सीक्वेंस एज अ फंक्शन. Okay, sequence is a function in which domain is a subset of integers. Okay, have you ever heard this definition of sequences? No? You have heard of sequences before, right? Right? Isn't it beautiful? It's just a function in which domain is a subset of integers. Okay, to me it's a very beautiful thing to say. Okay, in other words, a sequence is an ordered list of numbers. अब order कहाँ से आता है? Order आपके पास integers से आता है. Remember, integers are yes, and ordered set. Okay, there is an order. There is an anti-symmetry. Okay, cool. So for example, if so you say the zeroth instance is this, 1th instance is this, third number in the sequence is this, fourth is this. Okay, so that's why you get a function from the subset of integers to whatever you have. A sequence is usually specified by explicit formula, not always. Okay, for example, this thing जो हमने s n k देखी है ना, this is all sequence. Okay, यहाँ पे n आप k आप change करते जाएंगे तो you get new numbers. Okay, here's an example of sequence which says a2 is kth element is 2 raised to power k, where k is more than 0. Are we good? Pay attention. Okay, a sequence can be increasing, decreasing, decreasing, and non-increasing. Do I want to say anything interesting here? So increasing means कि जो next element होगा sequence का वो पहले वाले से ज़्यादा होगा. ओके, नॉन डिक्रीजिंग का मतलब ये है कि उससे कम नहीं होगा, ज़्यादा हो सकता है, उसके इक्वल भी हो सकता है, बस उससे कम नहीं होगा. डिक्रीजिंग मीन उससे हमेशा कम होगा. नॉन इंक्रीजिंग मीन्स कि या तो कम होगा या उसके इक्वल होगा. ओके, तो दैट्स काइंड ऑफ सिंपल. अरिथमेटिक सीक्वेंस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ सीक्वेंस इन व्हिच यू स्टार्ट विद ए नंबर, उसमें कुछ ऐड करते हैं और नेक्स्ट स्टेप में जो कुछ आपने पहले ऐड किया था वही एक दो दोबारा ऐड करते हैं. ओके, सो यू गेट स्टार्ट विद a, next is a plus d, next is a plus 2 times d, next is a plus 3 times d, and so on. Okay, you get a linear growth. Here's an example. I'm gonna skip this. I want you guys to go through this example as a homework. What do I actually want to do? Here's an example of harmonic sequence. So geometric sequence mein what you do is you multiply something. Okay, so arithmetic sequence mein you add something in each new term. Geometric sequence mein you multiply that thing. Okay, harmonic sequence mein you get something jiske denominators are in arithmetic sequence. Okay, all right. Here is the sum of first n numbers. Let me quickly do this on the board. Okay, I mean 2 मिनट लगेंगे, आप बैठ जाएं. Alright, the way you get this number is, so you want to sum numbers from 1 to, do you guys know the story of Gauss? Who computed the sum of these numbers? Gauss? No one knows what Gauss is? You guys know what Gaussian is? You know what Gaussian is? Do you know what normal distribution is? You're going to learn all of these very soon, okay? Anyhow, okay, when I'm trying to sum these numbers, let me say that जो मेरा sum बन रहा है वो SN बन रहा है, okay? So instead of figuring out what this sum is, I'm gonna do something else. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sum these numbers one more time. Okay, this sum is also SN. All right. Up, if I sum everything, I would get 2 times Sn, है ना? And what do I get in each column? Cool, right? So you get n terms of n plus 1. So n into n plus 1 is equal to 2 times Sn, which means Sn is just n into n plus 1 over 2. Okay? So you what?
N minus n times 1.
Oh. Then that's shrunk. Okay? So it's n into n plus 1 over 2. Okay? Cool. What do we do next? So this is simple, right? Okay, this is the sum of this is the sum of arithmetic sequence. Okay, you can do the same with arithmetic sequence. Let's do that. Yeah, I think we can do it. Okay, so is it the first n? It's the first n. Okay, so a0. फिर आपके पास you would get a0 plus something, okay, which is a0 plus t. Then you get a0 plus 2 times t, a0 plus 3 times t, and so on. The last term would be a0 plus n times t. Okay, I'm going to add everything again. और यहाँ पे मैं लिखूँगा a0 plus n times t, a0 plus n minus 1 times t plus a0 plus n minus 2 times t, a0 plus a0 would be this. Okay, so this is 2 times Sn, and this is what do I get? This is a0 plus an, है ना? ठीक है? And this thing is equal to a0 plus an, and this thing is equal to a0 plus an, and so on. The last thing is a0 plus an. Okay, so how many terms do I have? N plus 1 of them. Okay, so I get a0 plus an is equal to 2 times Sn. Alright, so Sn is just n plus 1 into a0 plus an over 2. Okay, do I get the same thing? Yeah.